So you can ba ever be breaky attaching at the tactical lawyer it's just a udwane a free court and court ST on NSB National Signal Bureau kwabna edubuan any case no na it's just a legal vacation the Chief Justice order some of the judges are say omontina oral cases need so and AttaAkyea edwane a free court wan kwan kopie mu court na after say odwane free court no Deputy Attorney General aba crashing out just was schooling with legal wisdom wama AttaAkyea who said the AttaAkyea ye no obema ne client no na so ayese ontumi decide say on back court say legal vacation into no or no AttaAkyea nko betumi aba be pie mu court na nko plead with judges no say was the best from case no or more adjourning it to the next year some weeks or 2 weeks bia AttaAkyea anye sa de ntinum enne Deputy Attorney General watoache AttaAkyea after say odwane ye nyina no watoache no 101 ama it was schooling with legal wisdom exposing a big time yenko na yenko nkotie ensema Deputy Attorney General enne AttaAkyea and comma a course between Omumino and how Deputy Attorney General etreni say no the legal wisdom no a very solid answer nebe Ghana ha say open computer papa and a laptop papa na we use ya Bora Perosi computers and accessories and I'll bring a laptop papa na we're using the location and Yaira Kwan or Kumasi Bookroom Estates Eli Frey number na a good ear screen as no na ade ba kwa de woman say so kra low budget and as high obema quality laptop na say we use mbonra yensem ne ba ya de aka ebeto am so Samuel AttaAkyea the tactical man ene de abom na asanso esi ebo so amano mo yenko na yenkonkoti madam ase.
Counsel, you heard him. He's very clear.
It's not clear to me at all. But you can tell me, what is he saying?
Well, he says that, first of all, that instance is the instance of adjournment does not come up onto him. But he's also said that you cannot say that lawyers need to go on vacations, though the judges shouldn't work when there is work to be done. Essentially reiterating what Dag has been telling us this whole time.
No, why are all the courts not working? Why are some special courts working? It's not selective justice.
No, but
what discretion is that? That some cases are very special to the CJ, and therefore let's all rush to court and do them. The rest of the cases don't matter. Let's all rest until we come to October.
How is that your conclusion? When we have agreed that cases being heard during legal vacation is not new. The example of Justice Wood was given when commercial cases were heard during...
What commercial cases are part-heard and being continued? Let me know. What are the commercial cases that are part-heard? Do you understand part-heard cases? And can you fix part-heard cases in vacation without the agreement of the lawyers? Is the judge sitting by himself or herself without the convenience of the lawyers? What is the meaning of legal vacation? Even the linguistic evidence is telling you that we are on vacation.
But you've been told that a legal vacation is for the judges, not the lawyers.
The Court of Appeal is on vacation. If you want to have judges sitting, it relates to emergencies. So you bring a motion, and even now it's virtual. What is special about these part-heard cases? That at all costs they should be heard at the great inconvenience of the practitioners. We don't have to rest. For what? What is the basis of that? Is it not in violation of the Constitution? What? So I don't understand what is going on, but you see, I don't have to come to court and persuade any judge that, well, I will not be able to continue with the case. Let me hear from, the CJ. I've stated in my letter to the CJ, copied to the registrar of that court.
Right. So counsel, yes, another angle you haven't looked at. Why are you not in a hurry to clear your client's name?
Who tells you I'm not in a hurry to clear my client's name?
Well, you've been given an opportunity to work during this period.
The whole year I've been working.
Say that again.
I told you that the whole year. When was the time that I said I won't come to court? And you believe that I shouldn't have my vacation as the CJ is having his vacation? What is the meaning of legal vacation? If you want to go and read the law, Go and pay regard to Order 79. And Order 79 decrees legal vacation. What is the meaning of legal vacation? When a studio is on vacation, and you say that, oh, there are some special cases that they should come in here, you should justify it. What is special between what a murder case and Cabinet Dubois' case? Why are the murder cases not being heard?
What will be justification enough?
What will be justification enough? Somebody's pleasure, unquestionable pleasure, a fetish of a pleasure, that these are special cases by my own thinking. The rest of them, they don't matter. You think we can't question discretionary powers, administrative decisions? They are all embedded in the Constitution. Yeah. What are you feeding the public? Why? Why are we in an ambulance mood to try these cases? The rest of them don't matter. What is the point of the matter? That lawyers should not rest because to the mind of the CJ, these are special cases that should be heard. What is the point of that? I don't understand that.
The judge says in 6 days you should be in court or Cabinet Dubois without legal representation will represent himself. Do you plan to go to court on August 17th?
I'm not going to court at all. But what is informing that? Why should a judge in a very technical case of this nature that a man's lawyer is on vacation and the judge is saying that if your lawyer doesn't come, go and find another lawyer. But he's saying that you come and stand there and cross-examine. How can a lay person, cross-examine in such a matter? You are asking a carpenter to go and do a surgery.
Then go to court.
It's not. Sorry?
Then go to court.
For what? For what? Why should I go to court? What is the meaning of legal vacation? What is special about this case? Some of these things you are failing to answer. And I know they can't answer. What is special about these cases? When we try these cases in the vacation, the inflation of Ghana will go down. What are we saying? What is the emergency about these cases? They can't answer. The other cases are of no consequence to the realm. These are the specialized ones that we should hurry them. What is the point of the matter?
Let's get to Dag on this because there is another issue I want us to look at, Counsel, just before we wrap up on this conversation. Dag, what is special about this case? Why in a hurry to see the end of this case? Why can't we just let the legal vacation pass?
Thank you very much. I'm just looking at the legal vacation court roster. Okay, so there is a whole list of courts and judges who are supposed to sit during the vacation. And I just counted, and there are 31 judges sitting throughout Ghana during the legal vacation. Greater Accra alone has about 11 judges sitting as legal vacation. So why is counsel insisting that it is only these two cases that he is handling that are for the legal vacation? So the judge sitting in Bongatanga, Tamale, and Tema, are they all doing his cases? So I'm getting a bit frustrated by counsel's posturing. It is when we started, I just assumed that he probably didn't know that there are other judges sitting and hearing cases. But when you don't know and you have been informed, I think what you do is to change your position, but you keep reminding him and he keeps repeating the same thing that he said from the first question you asked him. That's what is so special about these cases. But the evidence on record shows that there are other cases being heard in as many as 31 courts throughout the country. So clearly, there is no basis for these complaints. And the allegation that there are some cases that have been specified as ambulance cases is it is neither here nor there. Now, let me even explain something about this particular case, the Dubois case. Before the legal vacation, the courts made it clear that there's only 1 day left for counsel to complete his cross-examination, which he has been cross-examining for almost 3 months. So the court said, you have 1 more day. That was before the vacation. Now, if counsel was in court today, he would have ended the cross-examination. And guess what will happen? The case would have been adjourned for him for 2 weeks or more to file his submission of no case. Then after that, the prosecution will be given another at least 2 weeks to also file our response. Then after that, the judge will adjourn for additional 2 weeks or more to give his ruling. Then after that, if the ruling goes in favor of counsel, the case ends. If it goes in favor of the prosecution, then he will be given 3 more weeks to file his witness statements and then additional time before before we go to court for CMC. So technically speaking, in counsel's case, today would have been the only day that he would be required to be in court. All the other processes would have been done without him being in court way up to like November. So you see, the point we are making, it is not about counsel's tiredness. There is a deliberate effort, I believe, to have some auxiliary effect. Now, the same counsel who says that he is tired and cannot work is the same lawyer who has applied for bail for another client in another case. And so it is even difficult to believe that there is some genuine tiredness or some genuine issue here. Because when you need a bail for your client...
Well, we cannot come to that conclusion.
Well, I mean...
We cannot come to that conclusion, but he's here. Let me take some of the issues that you've raised to him. And counsel, now that you have heard...
I'm hearing very embarrassing things from my Attorney General.
How do you mean?
Yes, let's be very clear in our mind. You see the way you are going on, as if you are the judge, that somebody is going to finish his cross-examination today, as if you understand what is going to go on. Please, you don't know what we are also doing from our end. You understand? You wish we would curtail our cross-examination so that one day they will say that he didn't cross-examine in this area. It is deemed admitted, as was said in the Wontumi case. So please leave us to conduct our case. But let me come to a very interesting dimension, which is very sad. How many of the vacation judges are trying murder cases and they are continuing? In the Tamale High Court, go and find out whether the judge is trying a case of a land issue which is part head. So please don't confuse interlocutory matters with substantive trials and adjudication. We don't have it that way. This is the first time that we are seeing a situation in which lawyers have not agreed.
I'm not sure that's what Doug has said, but I'll have him respond quickly to that. I'll come back to you, counsel.
So this is the thing.
I'm saying that
the Chief Justice says something in
counsel, hang on for me. I want Doug to respond to the issue of interlocutory cases and substantive cases that you have mentioned.
Because the bail application is making an issue about
the Chief Justice says something.
Yes.
Please, am I on the line?
Yes, we can hear you, Doug.
So the Chief Justice says something in his explanation. He said he doesn't control adjournment, and that is correct.
Oh, what
does that mean?
We've lost counsel. Hang on. We've lost the connection to the Deputy Attorney General, but I believe he's back. You finish that point quickly for me because I want counsel to finish his thought process as well.
Okay, so I'm saying that the Chief Justice says something. As to which proceedings to take, those are judicial decisions that every judge is entitled to take. The Chief Justice, what he can do is to give a warrant for the judge to sit. As to whether the judge decides that this is the number of what we call interlocutory matters out here, or this is the number of substantive matters out here, those are matters that the judge himself will be able to handle. And that is why it is imperative that counsel will appear in court and make a case. But to sit at home and say that because it's legal vacation, you won't come to court, then how do you expect the judge who is sitting to even understand that you are tired or give a reasons why you are not able to do X, Y, Z? So the whole thing is bizarre to me.
Very well. Let's go back to counsel so counsel can make his point on this matter. Counsel.
It is sad. It is sad you think I'm tired. I'm upholding the principle. I'm not tired. As I'm talking to you, I'm in my law firm. You understand? I'm not tired. But there's a principle which is embarrassing the justice delivery system. Now we have selective justice. Some cases will be heard, substantive matters. And if I apply for bail, you know that it's according to the vacation rules that the circumstances of the matter require that emergencies can be attended to in vacation. But never cases which are just parted. There's nothing emergency about a parted case. Nobody's going to take a ship out of the jurisdiction. Then you can come by ex parte application to arrest the vessel. So please, let's know the difference.
Counsel, here's my thing. Your need to uphold the principle of the Convention of Legal Vacation, does that supersede you attending to your client in court today and then on August 17th?
You see, I will not violate the traditions of the, what's it called? The practice because of the pleasure of the CJ. I'm telling you this. It's very important. then we should delete. We should delete from Order 79. We should delete Order 79 of CI 47. So we don't have what? Legal vacation. I'm giving you linguistic evidence that we call something legal vacation. And let me read to you Rule 1. Subject to the Courts Act, 1993, Act 45 amendment, the Chief Justice may appoint any day, including vacation, for the hearing of causes or matters as circumstances require. So the circumstances required here are the emergency circumstances, not part heads. I've been around for over 30 years. I've never seen what we are talking about. That you want to compel a lawyer to come to court and come and do a part head case. And when it's not an emergency case, when you are applying for bail, is it a part head case? It's an emergency case that somebody is languishing in his home. You want to see whether the judge will consider an application for the individual to be admitted to be pending appeal.
Counsel,
so
what now?
Is aware of the difference. And don't confuse people into believing that in Tamale, there are high court judges who are doing part head rape cases, manslaughter, part head cases. They don't do part head cases in vacations. What they do, they deal with interlocutory matters of emergency nature. So I am not tired.
But Counsel, remember, he's also explained that when it is at the behest of the Chief Justice, you can do both the interlocutory and substantive matters. He's explained that already. But I want us to focus on you and your client. I wonder how your client feels about the threat that was given him today and the fact that you were not in court to represent him, and the likelihood that you will not be in court on August 17th to represent him because you are upholding the principle of legal vacation. How does he feel?
He feels very, very comfortable with me, you know. He believes that I'm a very principle-centered lawyer. He believes that I won't shortchange him. And he's not in any ambulance mood to cross-examine as a lay person, a prosecution witness. There are not little boys in the game, madam. I'm telling you what we believe as a principle. How can a judge tell, a carpenter to become a dentist and remove somebody's tooth? How?
So what's next? What happens going forward?
We will advise ourselves. We will not begin to put our legal, arsenals in the public space. But we'll advise ourselves. We know what to do.
What does advising yourself and knowing what to do mean?
We will not be compelled to go to court, for Christ's sake. This is not the first time that we've had the Chief Justice, I'm afraid.
Gentlemen, I want us to look at other issues.
So abusuya wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so Samuel AttaAkyea na HS ni dwane a odwane ye ni na no Deputy Attorney General ababe toach no ewo political highway so a yede ehonsem ebrem ebedamase Samoje pene kokotisa ensemu edemai aha Gossip Politics TV. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so send me any updates bia ya be drop no one so once every to me akabi medamase.